everybody, if you want to see how I made these amazing bath bombs from the kit that Druid and the Witch sent me, then stay tuned. I can't wait to show you this amazing kit and how easy it is to make your own bath bombs from it, and to show you the beautiful bath bombs that I created, so stay tuned. So I received this amazing kit from Druid and the Witch. I will link down below in my description all the information about the kit and where you can get it from if you're interested. I would definitely recommend checking out Druid and the Witch because they create some amazing bath bombs. And if you enjoyed this video, go and watch my bath bomb painting kit video that I also did from Druid and the Witch because that was amazing and really good fun too. So in this kit I received lots of different things. I got bag A, sachet B and sachet C, and they're all the key ingredients that you need. And then I also got this bag of coloured embed cubes, and they are the cubes that you put inside the bath bomb that creates lots of the colour. And then I also received 2 moulds, one owl mould and then also a really cool sphere mould. And I'm going to have a go at making both of them, making both of these bath bombs. So we'll have to see how I get on with that. So first of all, we need bag A, and bag A needs to be emptied into a mixing bowl. This is the main bulk of the powder. This is the biggest bag that we received in the box. So I'm going to pour that into the mixing bowl, and then I needed to add 5 milliliters of water, and then the instructions say to mix thoroughly. So I didn't have anything that measured that small amount of water, but I did have one of those little baking spoons that measures 12 ml. So I sort of guesstimated half of that spoon as 5 ml, and it seemed to be sufficient enough, and it seemed to mix well, and I don't feel like it was over watered. I think I got that right. But I would definitely recommend, if you've got any of those baking spoons that go really small, to use those because that will help you measure that small amount of water. And then I spent quite a lot of time mixing this to make sure the powder was mixed. Lots of mixing. It's really good fun. If you like mixing things, then making bath bombs I think is definitely going to be up your street because lots of mixing is involved. And then I had to add sachet B, and then again do the same thing and mix thoroughly. Okay, so that seems to be mixed well, and so I'm going to move on and add sachet C. And then again, same thing again, you just have to mix it thoroughly. So in it goes. This is the sit trick according to the instructions. So that is going in, I'm giving it a really good mix. There was a little bit more in this packet, so it took me a little bit longer to mix it all in and make sure that it was well mixed. And the instructions say that you have to mix this until you can squeeze like a handful of mix into a ball and then be able to drop it from a small distance above the bowl without it breaking. So that is sort of what I was working towards, it being sort of sticky enough that it would drop from a distance without breaking. So I tested that a few times, and then until I sort of felt happy with it. I felt like it was quite good. I was able to drop that small ball well. I did do some more mixing and then try again just to be extra careful and extra sure. But it was good. It didn't take too long to mix, and it was really easy to do. So in the kit were also these embed cubes that are different colours and different shapes and different sizes. Now these have to go inside the bath bomb, and I think that's the thing that sort of adds the colour and adds the pizzazz. So I decided to empty it into a bowl so that I could access all the cube pieces easily and have a really good look at them. So there they are, ready to grab when needed. So this is my first attempt at putting some of the powder into a mold and creating my bath bomb. Now, I did learn that I had made some errors with this and it didn't turn out so well. I'm going to tell you what I did wrong. So if you make your bath bombs, you hopefully won't make the same mistake as me. First of all, I put too many of the embedded cubes in. It does say to add 4 or 5 colored cubes in, but they're supposed to be around the edges of the mold and not like pressed together. And unfortunately, I put 2 big ones in there and all together, and I didn't press the powder in deep enough. So when I popped the mold out, it broke quite quickly. So I would definitely recommend spending time packing that powder in and making sure that you don't put the embed cubes too close together. So as you can see, that was an epic fail because I had them too close together and they were too big. So there it is. You can see again where it's cracked my other attempt. So now I'm on to my third attempt. And I'm really going to take my time packing in the powder and making sure that the cubes aren't too big or too close together. And that is the secret. And it's kind of like a skill. I think it's something that you have to take time and practice until you sort of figure out the best way to do it. But after I'd learned not to put the cubes too close together and I really packed that powder into the mold, it worked really well and I created some amazing bath bombs and they looked so good. So I broke up my MF cubes, made them a little bit smaller, scattered them around. I did add more after putting those little ones in. I added a few more, which I don't think you'll see because my hand got in the way. And then I really spent my time packing that powder in so it's really nice and tight in the mold. And that is what made it work much better and it came out looking great. I really enjoyed making these bath bombs because there was such a good learning curve for me. It was really straightforward with the instructions, and I learned so much in terms of how to pack the bath bombs in correctly. And once I put my mold down and it came out looking good, I felt so proud of myself. I felt like I'd really accomplished something. And it's fine because even the ones that I packed in and they didn't come out too good, I just scooped the powder up and I gave it another go. And eventually I made these beautiful owls and they went in really well, and the key was that I was rushing it. So just take your time if you're making bath bombs. Take your time in packing it in and making sure that the powder is squeezed in together. I actually found the spheres much easier to do than the owl one. It was much easier to pack in and then put together and twist and then get the sphere out. The owl was trickier because of the way that you needed to put those embed colours in. So that was a whole other level of challenge. I feel like I learned quite a lot and it was really good fun to do. I also found it really weirdly satisfying when I took the mold off the sphere shape and you see how lovely and smooth it all was when that plastic mold came off. It was actually really easy to get them out of the molds. That was the thing I was most worried about. I thought I would struggle to get the bath bombs out of the molds, but they just slid out really easily. Once I'd packed it all in nicely, they just came off straight away. And the bath bombs look so good. Look how good that Severe came out. You can kind of see a tiny bit of my thumbprint on the top, so I do need to practice a little bit more, but I still think it looks great, and I was really, really proud of myself to achieve that, especially if you've watched my previous bath bomb making video. That didn't turn out so well. This kit has really made it very accessible for me, and I've learned so much from making it and using it. I would definitely recommend picking it up, and it isn't very expensive either, and it was so straightforward. Look, I made sphere and 2 owls. Look how good the owls look. I can't believe they came out so well. And they look so cool. You can see a bit of green embed powder in my first owl. I didn't quite get that one right, but my second owl came out so well. I was really pleased with it. But I wanted to show you my other owl with the green embed powder just because, you know, it was one of my first attempts and I was really pleased with it. The fact that it still had a lot of the shape and it held its shape. So I'm going to break up some of the embed cubes to put in this owl so that they aren't so big and they don't quite fill up the edges so much. And I'm going to put some powder in and some more embed cubes. I'm really taking my time to pack the powder in to this one so we get a lovely owl shape. It was most satisfying, I found, doing the owls, because when you take it out and you see the lovely pattern, that was really satisfying to get that right. But I do think the spheres were much easier to do. Here is the owl. It looks good. It's ever so slightly cracked on the top, but it didn't fall apart at all and it's held together well. So I think if I was going to paint it because I do still have some of my paints left over from the painting kit. I don't know how well it would take. Might give it a go. Let me know if you want to see me give it a go and see what I can do. That would probably just hide that. But it was so much fun. A really great kind of activity to get to do during the day. I would definitely recommend picking up one of these kits or having a go at the painting kit if you're not so sure about the making. The painting kit was great too. Do go and watch that video after this one. Right, so I'm going to put this together. You can see how easy it is. You just sort of pressed it together, made sure it was really firm. It just sort of fused together really well. I didn't really have to do very much, and then I carefully took it off. And then I was a bit worried it was going to crack, but it didn't. It just stayed together beautifully. And look how smooth it is. It looks so good. I was really proud of it. I can't wait to test the sphere. I have tested the owl one for you in the bath. I'll show you that one in a minute. But I haven't done the sphere yet. I'll probably do that one in a separate video. So make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out. So here is the owl. I left it 24 hours to set. Look how good it looks. The shape came up really well. And the colour is so vibrant. And you see a little bit of my embed cubes coming from a little bit of blue, a little bit of red. I think if I'd been a bit braver and put some slightly bigger chunks in, we'd have got even more colour. But I was a little bit tentative. I didn't want my lovely owl to crack again. So there we go. I think it looks great. I think I got some really great colour in there. I love the blue. We've got a bit of red fizzing, but the purple of the main colour is so vibrant and so fun, and it fizzed away, and it was really great fun to watch and really satisfying to know that I had made it and put it all together and created that bath bomb. It was so much fun, and it just looks so good in the bath too, really fizzy, and the scent was really nice. My house has smelled amazing since I opened this kit, because the scent was really kind of like a fruity sweet scent, and I loved it. It was really nice. And just look at this bath bomb fizzing away. What great colour. I've got some extra red and blue coming out of it now, so I've got some amazing colour. And look how good it looks underwater. That purple looks amazing underwater. It's so pretty. I've got all my red streaming now, and I was so proud of it. I would definitely recommend checking this kit out. The instructions were really straightforward. It was so much fun to do, and I felt like I really achieved something, and it was really satisfying at the end to be able to put the bath bombs that I created in the bath and to see what they did. And it's kind of fun to play around with the colour too. I think next time I'm going to be more adventurous with the cubes and see if I can place them around even more and think about what different colours I want in the bath bombs. It was so much fun. I've got some yellow coming out now. It's hit my yellow bit and it looks so pretty, and it was really nice to get to bathe in the bath at the end. So I would definitely recommend picking up a bath bomb making kit if you're interested in it. Also go and check out the paint kit. I will link it up above and in my description. And I hope that you all have a wonderful, magical, amazing day wherever you're in the world, and I'll catch you very soon.